Yo, 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 what's up? This is John from J Innovation Garage in the Peach Cottonwood Estate, baby. All right, boys and girls, let me turn these fans off, these hoovers. Let me turn these hoovers off for just a second so it won't be so loud, that stirring up that noise. All right, so I'm going to show you just a little bit. Why you go live all the time, Jay? Well, I put it to you like this. It's a whole lot easier for me to go live, I see, than it is for me to make a video and then try to upload it. For some reason, the videos drag a little bit. But let me show you a little quick thing. I'm going to flip this camera around. I'm going to show you right here. Ooh, got a little fingerprint on there. Let me get that. Excuse me for a second. All right, here we go. So these little screw-in studs in this composite, like this right here, like these, could not locate them. So I asked the client if he had any, and he said no. And I said, okay. So I did a little looking, tried to find them, but they're actually glued in to this composite, right? So I was missing this one, and I was missing this one. And these right here is what bolts it here, all right? Tell you what, boy, when you sand, dusty, dusty, dusty. So what I did was, what I done is I measured down into the housing how deep it was, and then I measured how much threads was sticking out, and this is what I come up with. Right? So you're probably going to say, well, why didn't you just buy a piece of all thread? Well, yep, I could have bought a piece of all thread and that would have worked, but these are sold by the pound at Tractor Supply, and I didn't need a 2-foot piece of all thread. Plus, once you cut the all thread, you have to clean up the threads and all that. So I just took and cut the head of it off. I stuck it down in there to make sure it's where I needed. And then done the same thing on this one. Cut the head of it off, stuck it down in there, make sure it was where it was at. And then I moved this stuff back. I moved this back a little bit. Then this stuff right here ain't no joke. This stuff right here, this Gorilla 2-part epoxy clear. Now, they make this stuff that's metal, right? And I'm going to tell you what, I didn't do it, but let me tell you what a guy that I know that did this. The alternator bracket on a small block. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you on my car over here. Come on over here. All right. You see that hole right there? Boy, this thing is dirty. Needs some cleaner. Look, those were hot ceramic coated back in 2008. Look at them. Cooked it off. Anyways, see that hole right there? His alternator broke that hole. Boy, I tell you what, when you don't mess with anything and you let it set and all that back in the day, oh, chrome is best. Man, I hate chrome. Look at all that chrome stuff rusty. But anyways, nevertheless, that bolt hole right there was stripped out. So you know what he did? He about failed. He took that hole, cleaned it out. He bought some of that. The stuff that he bought was JB Weld, the metal, the two-part product, right? He took that stuff, mixed it up, packed it in that hole, let it dry, drilled it with a small drill bit, and tapped it. And that was in 2004, 2005, and he's still driving it with that in there. And he put red Loctite and all that stuff in there with a bolt. And I'm telling you, if he ever takes the alternator off, I don't know if he'll be able to get the bolt out. But anyways, let me show you right quick, and then I'm gonna let you boys go today. So I just took this 2-part epoxy, mixed it up. It says sets up in 5 minutes. Now, if you read the instructions, which nobody does, that is at 70 degrees, right? It's 70 degrees. Well, it ain't 70 degrees. It's like 100 degrees. So what I did was, I don't even know where it's at now. Nevertheless, I cut the head of it off, stuck it down in the hole, made sure she was right. Once she was in the hole, I pulled it back out. I took this stuff right here, and I put just, I don't know, just a little bit on there. I mixed it up real good. I pulled this back. I filled the hole in. I stuck this in there. I took this piece of tape like so. I grabbed a piece of tape. Let me back up so you can see. I grabbed a piece of tape like, daggone, who's running the camera? An idiot. Yep, pretty much. Grabbed a piece of tape right here, and I just pulled it just so it wouldn't fall down. So it's 90 degrees. Done that one. Done the same thing with that one. I did this yesterday, and it says 5 minutes, but there's so there's so much humidity in the air, and if you know anything about isocyanates and moisture, they attack each other. So it's good and rock solid now. Good and rock solid. So now what I'll do is I'll put this back on there like so, like this, and then I'll take this bumper nose, and what I'm going to do before, and then I'll set the bumper nose on there, and then I'll bolt this all in here. Now, here's the sad part about this nose. This thing is constantly cracking. And when I mean cracking, I'm talking about the plastic itself is cracking. All right, so in the bolts here, I got those yesterday right here. These right here, that lower valance, it bolts right there like that. That lower piece bolts there. And speaking of the valance, I want you to look at this thing. This thing is new. Now, he did buy this. Look how it came. It's all twisted. So I got to figure out how to open it up, but I'm trying to figure out how this bolts to that is what I'm trying to. Bodie, I appreciate it. DJ Wild West, what's up? What's that? Hazel Bend Hotel, appreciate it. What's up, Bodie? Plastic and fiberglass, man. I'm not a fan of it by no means. So look at this. I mean, look, this is new. Now he found this. Now I'm trying to figure out. Now I didn't take the old one off because there wasn't an old one on this bad boy. So I set it up there yesterday. So this piece right here, I know bolts right here. But there is nothing else. There is nothing else in that. This right here, when you set this nose on, I can't do it because I'm one-handed bandit. When you set that nose on and you bolt all that up, those tabs bolt right here, all the way across there. Well, there's nothing on the bottom for that to bolt to. So if anybody knows, please help a brother out, because he swears up and down that this is the right lower valance for this car, that's the only thing that's available for this car. Now, it is blistering hot. Had some coyotes yesterday come running up the dirt road. I had to send some bird shot to them. But the car is ready. Don't want to hit my head. The car is ready to paint. I just need to wash it really, really, really good. Everybody wants to know what's in it. It's a 302 stroked with a blower. And it just is what it is. But also, that's what I got going on that. So everybody frowns on this stuff, but I'm telling you, panel bond and this stuff right here is new technology, and everybody frowns on it. But here's the thing about it. 95% of everything on the road is panel bond. Now, this is not panel bond. This has 33,000 PSI tensile strength, and that is gracious plenty for this right here. little update on the 68 C10. I set those gunny wheels, and somebody was telling me the other day, you know, them gunny wheels are nice, blah, blah, blah. Why is it faded? The sun, let me show you. That son of a gun, that thing right there is unforgiving. I don't care what it is. Look at this one right here. That one right there is faded. Now look, this one wasn't facing the sun, and it's not faded. Didn't spray no chemicals on it. But anyways, so got a new set of rear wheels coming. They said the right offset this time, so once they come, that'll be great on that. Ooh, it's hot. Boy, that no fan. Also, Extensive is let me go in here and turn the lights on. Extensive shipped out my boys' rear suspension stuff, so it should show up hopefully this week. And if it does, I'm gonna have some more video content on his square body. What's up, Meow? So here's the 3-inch drop spindles for his 86. There's a bunch of parts for the C10. There's a C10 right there. This is my welding table that I built. There's that little there. But here's the 3-inch drop spindles. Have the cups for the airbags. Hold on, let me get them underneath there. Here's the cups for the A-arms. This is an extra set that I made. He ordered a bunch of other stuff last night. Let me turn this around. He ordered a bunch of stuff last night. Got his wheels and tires, or excuse me, got his wheels. Got his wheels over there. Here's the rear end for the 61 Ford box truck. Somebody was asking me about that in a video the other day. There's the 61 Ford box truck. There is the hood scoop for the Mustang. You gotta put satin clear on it. But I just want to give you a little update. I'm at 12 minutes. So that's where I'm at today. I'm gonna put this nose on there, get it bolted down, and try to figure out where that nose goes. And if I can't figure out where that goes, I'm just gonna wash the car and get it ready to paint. And let me flip this back around. Next week, supposed to be cooler weather. When I say cooler, it's supposed to be like in the 80s, mid 80s. And I'm going to try to do some painting next week, hopefully. And the Peach Festival is next weekend, or July 18th, 19th, and 20th. It's the third Saturday of the month of July, so it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So it's Thursday evening, Friday evening, and all day Saturday. If my buddy shows up here in the next little bit with a rollback, we're going to do a little bit of adventureness. And I might do a video on that. He's going to move that box. He's going to move that box truck, or that box, down there. He's going to move that box down there. So that ought to be an adventure inside itself. Also, if nobody don't know who Gene Winfield is, go to Gene Winfield's Facebook page. And if you can comment on his page. Gene Winfield's, how can I say this will be nicely? Gene's Winfield caretaker took advantage of Gene over they're saying the last year and a half, 2 years, and she assaulted him on the 7th and beat Gene Winfield with an inch of his life. He's in the hospital. His son posted that he's doing good. He's doing better. He's 90-some years old, 98 years old, 97 years old, and she's arrested. So if you don't know who Gene Winfield is, look up Gene Winfield. He's the godfather of custom, and he does not deserve that by no means. Nobody deserves that. So keep him and his family in your prayers. Matter of fact, I just talked to Gene on June 30th via cell phone, and he was in good spirits. But then I found out 2 days ago that he was put in the hospital because his caretaker had had assaulted him and beat him bad. You just Google it online or Google it on Facebook, you can see there's articles and stuff that people's posting. But I just want to let my subscribers know, pray for Gene Winfield. Anybody in the car world knows who Gene Winfield is. So think about that. So I got to get back to it. I appreciate every single one of you. Hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, let your friends know. If you got any questions or anything, just hit me up. And if I can't answer it, I'll answer it. And also, I'm thinking about next week. What you guys think? I'm thinking about next week doing like a little bit of tech, getting my textbook out and just doing like I do at the college. And you guys will get it free for a while and just start going through the textbook. Just start going through the, let me flip this around. Just start going through the textbook and just doing chapters. What y'all think about that? Just touch bases on everything in the chapters. And I mean, there's fundamentals of everything. Just jump in there and just, I mean, this is what I teach at the college. I mean, there's, collision, and then I got the restoration catalog. I got the manual and stuff like that. Somebody was asking about the 4-door. Here's the 4-door right there. And then there's the single cab. And then there's my buddy RP, Gene, and then there's Dale. And then that's my buddy Peyton. He's the pitcher for Atlanta Braves. He just left Atlanta Braves and went to another team. And then there's my ugly mug. I appreciate you, boys and girls. Y'all have a great day. Stay cool. Pray for people in Texas. They getting hammered. And be kind to folks, man. It don't cost a dime to be kind to folks. And remember what I said, boys and girls. Don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else. Put God first. That loose and drag. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I'm out.